make music. It's such a vulnerable space. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time I chat about this, and you know, the folks generally get to hear the song when it's done. It goes out, you perform it, everything looks amazing.
Yeah.
But there are so many moments in studio that are vulnerable, and
Yes.
you know, when you're in a space where you're unsure, you're in a space where you
Yeah.
down, or you're not getting a note, or the producer saying, Lauren, can you do that again, please?
Absolutely.
And you do it, and you think you nailed it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, and he's brutal with me. He'll be like, Lauren, that was not it.
yeah.
But
You're
it's
like, yes.
yeah, definitely. He's quite funny. But I've worked with a lot of producers now, and all of them very talented. But funny enough, like with Ben. He's the only person that I feel like I can really just write in front of and very comfortably, because if I say something stupid or think of something, he'll tell me, but it's funny. He's very forgiving, and he's just
And he has
brilliant.
some good ideas himself.
Yeah, no, he's super talented.
So that's a good point you make, because I think that feeling of writing in front of someone as a songwriter, you know, if you're co-writing, that's cool, but if you're just writing in front of someone and you say a silly line, which
And
we
they don't-
all, you know,
Yeah,
to get
you
to the
do.
good lines,
Oh, absolutely.
you got to go through the silly lines sometimes.
And I think, you know, if a producer isn't a songwriter, then they don't understand that, and they're like, what are you doing here, you know? And I think so working with someone who understands that process is really cool and important.
Let's talk about your ultimate collaboration. Anyone in the world, let's say I have a phone here. It's a telephone. It's the old one where we
Right. Okay.
circle,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and I can call any artist in the world, and when I call, they're gonna say yes. Who is the artist for your collab?
Drake. Hey.
Drake.
It has to be. It has to be. I
Nice.
know what it sounds like. But listen, Spotify do the top 10 listeners, and I was like in the top like 1% or something. I listened to him.
The top
all
1% of Drake's listeners.
I played
I am sitting next to
I'm basically
Drake
royalty.
listener
I know.
royalty. Okay. If you guys just tuned in, we are doing Simon Says live sessions live from the SABC Auditorium. If you have just tuned in, good evening to you. I'm chatting to Lauren Norstrom, and we're chatting about her career and everything else that's going on. I have another question. Latest single is called Send Me
Your
Your
Kisses.
Kisses. So I saw the artwork when it came out. You had a piece of paper
Yes.
with a number on, saying that people should send you their kisses.
Yeah.
What happened?
So yeah, it was basically, you know, I just posted this picture before I even announced the release of the song, and I put my phone number out there, and I got messages being like, Lauren, are you crazy? Are you actually crazy?
You put your number on the...
I mean, obviously it was a second phone, so it wasn't actually my phone number. But I did have a phone, and people were sending messages. And kind of when people did, then they would get a notification, and they found out first that I was releasing a song.
That's a good rollout plan.
Yeah,
I like that.
So it was a lot of fun, and I actually got messages from people all over the world, which is crazy. I got asked out on a lot of dates as well, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I didn't go on any of the dates.
Imagine. I mean, I think, you know, it's when you put your phone number out and you post a pic, and I think it's quite and I use the term obviously in the best way possible. It's provocative for the person to see, oh wow, what's next?
Yeah.
Why? Is there a song? Is there? Do I get a free, you know, MP3 on WhatsApp? How does it work? And I think, did you see a difference in your streams between "Send Me Your Kisses" and your first single?
I wouldn't necessarily say it was in the stats, but it was definitely getting to talk to people who support your music and connecting with fans was incredible, and actually having a really close relationship with them. And I think that's what a lot of people who are at least seem to be very loyal to me have said, is because they can reach me and they can talk to me and they can talk about the music and we can have a conversation. I'm always so willing and so happy to do so. So it's very cool.
And I think it's about having that, you know, eventually getting that 100 core fans and then building it to 1,000 core fans.
Yeah.
And, you know, they say if you have about 1,000 core fans, 2 fans. Do you have a name for your fans?
No.
You should think about that.
Oh,
yeah, not now, but like in your own time. In your own time. We can help. We can help. We'll chat to everyone here. We can help.
Yeah.
A name for your fans would be cool. And then if you get 1,000 of them, some of the stats show that basically your shows, your streams, your merchandise, everything you get out will have a much better chance if you have 1,000 true fans.
Yeah.
So
It's been amazing. A lot
I
of
love
people
that.
have been so supportive and just really sent their love to me. They've sent their kisses.
They
They
just
really
like,
have.
That's what you asked for, and that's what you got. So on the note of support accompanying you tonight, and we're going to get the man himself
Yes.
on stage. It's James Nevin. He'll be
Yes.
playing a guitar for you tonight.
So excited.
So can I go into how you know James?
Sure. I mean,
So I heard he was your guitar
he
teacher.
was my guitar teacher. But the fact that he's playing for me tonight shows how far I got in those lessons. I don't want to talk about it. I'm very
Well,
upset.
You kept his number, though. You kept
Yeah.
his number. James and Evan are
Yeah.
getting on stage right now. We're going to get your sound on stage for your performance
Amazing.
now, too,
Perfect.
as we prepare for it. How do you feel about the performance?
When
When last have you performed? That's the question.
I rarely perform live, and I can't actually remember the last time I performed live. I'm excited, but I'm nervous.
I think it's good energy. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be great.
I hope
The
so.
listeners are all in. Everyone's teaming in. Is all in. And enjoy the performance.
Thank you so much.
Lauren Norstrom about to perform live at Simon Says Live Sessions. Thank you to everyone tuned in right now. I think we're going to lower this one. There was a... we're going to lower that one. Great man Lance over here. Fortunately, wide enough shoulders, strong enough shoulders to hide any of the movements on stage. So Lauren Norstrom performing live on Simon Says Live Sessions.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here tonight. I'm going to sing a few originals for you all. This first one is my debut single that I released in 2019, and it's called Love vs. Lust. I hope you like it. Oh, I'm loving your taste, tricking matter, trying to get me some. You've made the point to come and please put the work in and make it done. But we tiptoe, no one else can know. It's not acceptable if it's not official. So we tiptoe, no one else can know. We've put on quite a show, but we know, yeah, we know. Oh, this ain't love, it's just lust. Yeah, we know it. And oh, this ain't love, it's just lust. But I love it. And what's the difference when you love it, but it's less? And why make trouble when we could be doing us? Oh, this ain't love, it's just lust. But let's ignore the difference. You think this room is bloody freezing, my skin's covered in goosebumps. And I don't mean to spill the tea, but you're better than my other ones. But we tiptoe, no one else can know. It's not acceptable if it's not official. So we tiptoe, no one else can know. We've put on quite a show, but we know, yeah, we know. Oh, this ain't love, it's just lust. Yeah, we know it. And oh, this ain't love, it's just lust. But I love it. And what's the difference when you love it, but it's lust? And why make trouble when we could be doing us? Oh, this ain't love, it's just lust. But let's ignore the difference. I want the playtime. Read between the lines, between your legs high. Scream like uppercase, no sub, it takes mine. You can eat me up like supper, it's your break time. You've got a great smile, it'd be even better below my waistline. Take a seat, appreciate, because I feel fine. We'll keep running till we're coming, this is heaven. Oh, this ain't love, this just lust. Yeah, we know it. And oh, this just love, this it's just lust, but I love it. And what's the difference when you love it, but it's lust? And why make trouble when we could be doing us? Oh, this ain't love, it's just loose, but let's ignore the difference. Thank you, thank you. If you're familiar with my music, then you will know that I sing a lot about love, or maybe the absence of love. Heartbreak seems to be one of my biggest inspirations in songwriting, and I tend to sing about confusion and the loss of losing someone when you split up. There's been many times in my life when I've kind of left a situation and been like, I'm so confused. Did this man think he's better without me? Can you believe? Is he blind, out of mind? It's obscene. He really thinks and believes that he's better off without me. You know what? When a man makes you feel like you're the one lacking, give him his space and let him continue packing. And when he leaves, ladies, don't be afraid. Good riddance to a man who chose to walk away. In fact, say bye. Thank him for his time, 'cause really we've been faking so much more than just our smile. And when he comes running back like I know he'll do, wipe the tears off his face like it's poop off your shoe. Sometimes you just need to be a little bit of a savage. And if they ever forget who you are, all you have to say is, honey, you know that voice note of Ukraine? It's my ringtone. You were bawling so hard, tears hit like Flintstones. And when I cut you out my life, yeah, that was cutthroat. Better call yourself a doctor, get that sick note. Ooh, is baby broken? Ooh, is baby crying? Ooh, is baby bitter that I'm better in my life? Ooh, is baby broken? Ooh, is baby crying? Ooh, is baby bitter that I'm better in my life? You'll be on your own, but your mind is on me. You know I'm the world, be the center of gravity. I'll be hot as hell, but this heart is icy. Boy, you called twice, better luck on 3. So those are a few TikToks that I released last year, and they're my mom's favorites. She's listening right now, so I actually want to give her a big shout out because she's the fiercest woman I know. I think that's where I probably get all my sassiness from. I always wonder whether my music's a bit too sassy. In fact, I wonder, do I sound aggressive when I sing? Should I rhyme everything? I try to be pretty and poised. Am I making too much noise? You see, this gift comes from a seed. I got mine when my parents did the deed. And it's my passion that fills my purse. So confuse me as a boss or a boy. Oh yeah, I don't feel like talking very much. My heart skips a beat so my gut can feel the punch. And I'll say goodbye now. It's my time to go now, and I'll return to this conversation. But let's take a break and reset my patience. I'm from a generation that keeps taking an L. We stole a whole letter, then asked, what does that spell? And when a man tells you he's not a fan, you plug him back in and tell him go as hard as he can. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in. If you've just tuned in, you're listening to Saaiman Says live sessions. My name's Norstrom, and the beautiful man on the guitar is James Nevin. The next song I'm going to perform for you tonight is a song that I released just at the start of lockdown. And actually, this is kind of one of the songs that gave me the platform that I have today. I wrote these vocals, they're original, over a Tom Misch beat, and I received a lot of attention and love for them, so I hope you like this one. This is called Drip Dry. is your golden moment to shine. Boy, baby, baby, please. You're caught up in your dream and you're all faded in control. You're jumping in and out of Soho. This is what you're dreaming for. Escaping's got you sleeping more. Got you swept and dipped, I got you down. Flipped and whipped, you're shouting now. Boy, you know you're getting old now. This is a fight worth living for. Boy, you're the dude who drips then dries, yeah. Feels healed when you get high. Man, I like the feeling when I flip the switch and start the motion. Boy, you'll know it's healing when I get you off this bend. It's a newborn feeling when I flip the switch and start the motion. Switch the tip, I got you locked in. It's the tip, you know you got me. Falling for you, falsely got me. Out of joy for you, out of joy for you. Do you know a clown who paints his face plain? That's the kind of man that makes a bang game. You the kind of man that makes my face change. Yeah, you the kind of man that makes my face change. Joy, joy for you, out of joy for you. Out of joy for you, joy for you. Boy, you're the dude who drips then dries, yeah. Feels healed when you get high. Man, I like the feeling when I flip the switch and start the motion. Boy, you know it's healing when I get you off this bend. It's a newborn feeling when I flip the switch and start the motion. Boy, you're the dude who drips then dries, yeah. Feels healed when you get high. Man, I like the feeling when I flip the switch and start the motion. Boy, you'll know it's healing when I get you off this bend. It's a newborn feeling when I flip the switch and get you going.
If you guys just joined us, so welcome to Saaiman Says Live Sessions, wherever you find yourself right now. Just to paint the picture, Lauren Norstrom on stage performing live out of the SABC Auditorium. If you want to check it out, go to the Good Hope FM website to see exactly what you are hearing right now. Back to the performance we go.
So this last song I'm going to sing for you tonight is a song that I just released a month and a half ago, almost 2 months. Wow, my baby's getting old. I worked on this song for an entire year and had some really amazing producers work on it. And the response to it has been incredible. So I'm very grateful to anyone who's tuned in tonight and is listening. Your support means a lot. So I really hope you enjoy this live cover of it. Version, cover. Enjoy. I've been alone in this bedroom for days, reading my online praises, living old conversations. You said those words and they fell down my waist. Lost the taste from my mind, my mental's all on the table. This here's my phone number. Did you get it? Digit number. Text me if you wanna. I'll be a discreet online lover like boom. Let me send this your way. This is a song for what I wanted to say. Send me your kisses right now. Send me your kisses right now. I'm on my phone. You're bored alone. So send me those kisses right now. I've been sleeping here for days, but it feels like hours. They say I'm dripping through a drought, but I feel down. Singing all these covers for nothing. I don't even know if you be watching. Not a single comment in the comments. I don't even know why I'm bothering. Now I'm in the bath, cold, better fill it. It's just me and not the water that's so chilly. But you couldn't catch a cold if you could feel it. Cause the feelings cook hotter than a skillet. That's right, sir, that's my feelings. But you knew that, yet you still didn't win and did it. Fast forward a few months and now I'm pinging. And now your man's in my DM and he's singing. He knows every song I wrote and every lyric. It looks bad, so you better come and get him. No, thank you, sir, I end with beginnings. Send me your kisses right now. Send me your kisses right now. I'm on my phone. You're bored alone. So send me those kisses right now. I'm on my phone. You're bored alone. So send me those kisses right now. So send me those kisses right now. Thank you.
Lauren Norstrom live at Saaiman Says Live Sessions. Thank you so much for the performance. It was beautiful. It was expressive. It was quirky. I loved it.
No, thank
I'm sure
you
the
so much
listeners
for
at home
having me.
enjoyed it as well. Did you enjoy it? It was a good time?
I had so much fun. Thank you.
James Nevin on guitars, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause wherever you find yourself right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we hope to get some new music within the year, and we are ready for it and super happy to support.
Thank you so much for having me. I've had such a ball.
It is a pleasure. Dani Bagel comes up in a bit, only on Saaiman Says Live Sessions, live on Good Hope FM.
Saaiman Says Live Sessions.
Watch it live on goodhopefm.co.za.
It's a vibe. The latest hits on the
So we are live and direct.
Happy New Year, South Africa.
One
Forget
more.
New Year's resolutions and focus on
One
you
more.
and your faves
Everybody.
and things that help you live your way, like ensuring your
Sessions.
Watch it live on goodhopefm.co.za.
It's a vibe.
Welcome to the SABC Auditorium. If you guys are just joined in, welcome to Simon Says Live Sessions. On the couch right now, a young lady who needs no introduction to the radio side of it. You've had songs, and I get the feeling that we have, as a station, have been part of the process of getting the music out there, and I'm just going to take that as a
Absolutely.
yes, and I'm going to
Absolutely.
introduce to you singer-songwriter Dani Bagel. Welcome.
Hello.
How did you know you needed to wear this colored
On the
jeans
couch.
with this couch? You
So,
knew, eh?
I didn't have time to leave my job that pays my bills to come and be a singer, so I just put on whatever. I didn't need ironing.
Well, it was a moment of serendipity because you knew what was going on.
Oh yeah, no, I felt this was going to be.
So that's actually one of the first points I wanted to chat to you about. I mean, we know each other for a long time, and I know you always had a job, you always did
Yeah.
things. You must be one of the most successful artists in Cape Town who has a job and has always had a job.
Yeah. Well, the idea behind that is like I'm like a third generation muso, and I would always see my dad, kind of miss these things, and he would always say to me like, have music be your love, always have it be your lover, and when it's your job, then you start to resent it. So now at least like there's days where I really hate my job, but like it will never be music because I don't have to worry about an invoice to be able to pay for my electricity and my aircon.
Okay, understood. I got you. And I mean, there are obviously folks listening in right now. So many people who would love to do music, even on the side, who perhaps don't have the opportunity to release music, don't have the finances to make music or release music, and they have this job on the side. And some people are like, how do I still have some success while I'm here from 9 to 5 and I'm leaving home at 8, I'm up at 6 and I'm home at 7, I see to the kids, I do this and that. Like, what's your advice to someone who needs to balance it?
I think where I've been able to kind of keep that is I make music, so like I'm not a singer. My primary instrument's piano, and then I've kind of started singing because I would sing runs that I couldn't play, or just be able to kind of execute arrangements that I have in my head. And so what's been nice for me is that I'm very grounded in like what responsibilities are. Like I'm 35, like it's not a joke. Like we're adulting now.
You grew up, huh?
But I'm like 5 years away from. No, I'll be 36 this year. Oh my god.
It's cool. It's okay.
Okay.
So
But
we
yeah,
just
so-
there was an epiphany one day, just sitting on a couch,
Yeah.
chatting on national
I'm nearly
radio, and
40.
realizing, hey, that's
I've
my
been doing this for a
age.
while. Yeah, and like music, I think has always been so part of my life. I always did it at school, or I'd make space for it. And for me, like my music is my self-care. So I've never really even needed to kind of change gears. What's been nice by having my job is that I get paid leave and a pension plan, so I can take leave and then sometimes write music. But the irony there is that when you're ready, it's like when you have writer's block. So I find like what's helped me is you always get a song when you're on the toilet or when you're driving. So just
Pretty fair. A shower can also
Shower,
add
yeah.
some nice acoustics.
But
'cause
then you can't record
you
in the
can't
shower.
record in the shower.
Right.
That is, but and I mean, this is just a word of advice coming from a fellow clean person. Is in the bathroom, the steam on the shower window. If you want to just do a bit of a lyric,
Ayo.
you can just drop a line on in the steam over there,
Okay,
and
I'll
just
note
use it,
that.
don't use it.
I'll use it. But yeah, I definitely think you must never look at what you do as taking away from music. You have music in you. You are music. My music is, I mean, you can tell I have ADHD, and like people always comment that I talk too much, but they've never given me that type of negative feedback when I sang. So I was like, okay, I can't really control this, so let me just funnel it. So that's kind of been my coping mechanism
I mean,
somewhat.
I love that because I think the way earlier you said I'm not a singer, and
No.
for someone to say that they're not a singer and have had probably 3 to 4 to 5
Yeah.
radio singles. You've had songs on the charts.
Yeah.
You've done pretty well for someone who's not a singer.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty interesting to hear from this side. And I think there's so many people who have a perception of what a singer's supposed to sound like, especially as a female. Sometimes you know when they talk about singers, they're like, okay, there was Whitney, there was
That
Mariah,
was my generation. That's why I'm like,
there's
I can't do
Ariana
that.
Grande, there's, but in the same breath, I think we have cultivated an environment where people understand individuality and understand your voice. And when you sing, I hear your voice. I don't hear anyone else's voice.
Yeah.
So just from this side of the couch, you are a singer.
Thank you.
You are a great artist, and continue doing that, man. I think you don't know. There's a kid out there who listens to your songs, and this young kid might want to sing one day.
Yeah.
And
I sing for the nerds out there.
Sing for the nerds. The nerds need artists too. Everybody needs artists. So I think it's pretty great that just to hear you say that it's pretty great and quite interesting. Because when you do start saying you're a singer, I'm excited for what happens
Exactly. Then now you're gonna start. But this is the thing. Like growing up, I've Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey were the benchmarks, and it's so ironic that you played Toni Braxton, because when I was about like 10, 11, then she had this, I think it's probably even this album that you came up with, and it was the first time I heard a woman with such a low range, because I was in choir, and then everybody had to sing soprano, and then I don't really go above C, above middle C, like I've got a very deep range. And then when I was in about grade 9, I discovered Diana Krall. And then I was like, damn, this girl can play piano. And she sounds kind of manly. Bit of a vibe with it. And then that kind of changed my perspective as to what singing as a woman must be, because I'm not a performer. I have severe anxiety. Like even performing, like what you guys are going to hear, I'm sorry if I end up talking while I'm playing, but that's just how I play at home. Like if you're at my house, then I'm just going to sing in the middle of your conversation, or just not feel like finishing the song and get up and feed myself.
You know,
instead.
the moment you had when you heard Toni Braxton and you heard the lower range, you heard Diana Krall. And so there's an artist called Giveon. You know
of
he is.
course.
We love Giveon. So Giveon had that exact same moment on the train in the States. He had his earphones in, and he was part of a music program, and one of the mentors had given him a song. And it was Frank Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon.
Oh, wow.
And he had a deeper voice, and when he heard Frank Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon, for the first time, Giveon, a young Giveon, understood that there's a space for him. So I think as artists, we have these moments where you just like, I'm different to everyone around me.
Yes.
I don't sing like everyone else. And you hear an artist, you're like,
Yeah.
I'm not alone. I'm just alone here.
Yeah. Do you know who did that for me? Was Corinne Bailey Rae. Because I was like, oh, you can sing small, and people will like it.
And people still like it. And you're on your bicycle with your curls and the wind blowing through your hair and your olive skin.
Exactly. And I mean, now it's like it's evolved into Billie Eilish, and that just makes me like so excited that an artist like that can fill Coachella, because then that's like, for me, if I was 16, 17, telling myself that I'm actually not a singer, I'm actually a pianist, that would have completely changed my perspective as to what I would have. Because, I mean, so far, everything I felt like doing, I've done pretty okay. I mean, imagine if Coachella was a thing back there. I don't know.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And I think, everyone has moments at different times in their lives. You get, I look at my mom. My mom has always been confident from like a teens. My confidence only kicked in, I can check, it's not too long ago, a few years back, like fully kicked in. And some people get a certain kind of moment in their minds where they're like, wow, okay, cool. Oh, I didn't know that this was me and I can embrace this thing. And I see the videos of you playing at home on Instagram, and I would see videos of, there's been videos where there'd be a Jimmy Nevis just jamming with you. There's been a Riedo Ryan, who's Caleb. He's
Caleb's
jammed with you.
it.
He's kind of written
We've
songs
written
with
quite
you.
a bit together. There's a song I'm performing tonight that he did. But he was a really, even all of my friends, what's quite weird, I think we're all a bit oddballs. We find each other. I've got a very weird collection of friends and artists. But being so nice is like we just make space and play. Like when you were talking about a stupid line, like Caleb was probably one of those people that I broke that boundary within myself of A, singing out loud, B, putting my ideas forward and not judging it, and C, like, sometimes you're going to come up with a dumb idea, and exactly, you have to get through the crap ones before you get, and then you look at it and then you're like, that's it. You know?
yeah.
So,
And I mean, I love the process of songwriting altogether. And, you know, with saying that, your performance tonight, you're performing on the Grand. It's a beautiful piece of work. And you've played on it before?
Yes, I think I think I recorded in the studio once,
Okay.
and then I've make a point of finding pianos in airports, pianos in train stations,
Hotels?
Absolutely, I'm actually going to Joburg next week, and there's a hotel that I stay in because of their pianos.
Okay.
Funny story, I was there just taking the show over. I was there a couple of weeks ago, and then there was no one in the hotel, in the restaurant, and then I go to the waiter, and I'm like, hey, do you mind if I can play? And she's like, what happens if the other people complain? And I'm like, but I'm really good. And so she's like, I said, look here, how's about I play anyway, and then you tell them that you told me not and I wouldn't listen. She's like, okay. Yeah. And then I did my thing, and I played till my meal was there. And when she came after, she goes, I remember you, I'll trust you now. You can play from now. And I was like, that's right.
I love that. And these are the magical moments that the music affords us. And we get to get these little special things that's in a very marginal space, a different kind of opportunity and different kind of performance. And on the note of performance, we're going to get you on stage. Thank you, Dani Bagel.
Thank you.
She's going to make her way to the stage for her performance tonight, Stripped Down. When we had the conversation about the performance, I said, Dani, come in. It's just you and the instrument. Perform, break it all the way down, have the moment, and enjoy it. So to everyone tuned in via the website or anyone listening on air, without any further ado, on Simon Says Live Sessions on Good Hope FM, it's Dani Bagel.
Thank you. So I've actually put a really cool set for your listeners tonight. Like, we've got very similar tastes. So I sing for myself, I play for myself, so I hope you guys vibe with it. But yeah, let's go.
My humor like concealer, so I never have to feel you, just a cover up. Whenever I get closer, I close off to this. Halfway through the point of getting over it. Gucci bags under my eyes, Gemini tears I just try to see the sign from the other side. I want you to under my eyes, Gemini tears that I cry to see the signs on the other side. I need you to love me, love me, love me. I want you to love me, love me, love me.
Dani Bagel performing live at SSLS Auditorium. This is Simon Says Live Sessions. Thanks everyone who's tuned in at home, or if you're in the car right now, or just listening to the radio. We are so happy to be keeping you guys company with some amazing music. We're going to head straight back into the performance.
Hope you guys enjoy it. It's nice. I feel like I don't know how to song, but it helps me feel like I'm singing in the car.
Okay. This is also another little medley. I tried to sneak in my original songs, and yeah, I don't know if you noticed. I can't seem to focus, and you don't seem to notice I'm not here. I'm just a mirror. You check your complexion to find your reflection all alone. I had to go. Can't you hear me? I'm not coming home. Don't you understand? I've changed my plans, 'cause I'm in love with my future. And you can't wait to meet her, and I'm in love, but not with anybody. I see you in a couple years. I know I'm supposed to be lonely now. I know I'm supposed to be unhappy without someone, but I'm not someone, and to be your answer, 'cause you're so handsome. But I know better than to drive you home, 'cause you'll invite me in, and I'll be yours again. But I'm in love, but not with anybody. I see you in a couple years, and I'm in love with now my future. And you don't know how much I need her. The thing about water, the ability to guide, to shape, provide, challenge and shape, give life and shape, give life, give life. So don't go drown in your sorrow. Just hold on tight till tomorrow. Just ice cuts pain, let the blade go. 'Cause you're mine, you can escape. Oh.
But sorry if I say sorry way too much. You can go ahead and call me selfish. After all this damage, I can help it. But what you can trust, yeah, is I need your touch. I'm a screaming shout for what I love. Passionate, but I don't give no. I admit that I'm a little messed up. I can't hide it when I'm all dressed up. I'm obsessive and I love too hard. Good at overthinking with my heart. How'd you even think it got this far? This far. I can be needy, way too damn needy. No, I can be needy. Tell me how good it feels to be needed. I can be needed. So hard to please me. Tell me how good it feels to be needed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dani Bagel, massive, massive thank you for being here tonight. I love the performance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sharing your time and sharing your talents with us tonight on Saaiman Says Live Sessions on Good Hope FM. Lauren Norstrom, thank you too. She's on the way out, and thank you to Dani. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in throughout the entire time. It's been 10 weeks and times 2 artists. That's about 20 artists performing live on this stage within the last 2 months. And we are super happy and thankful to all the artists who came through. And thanks to everyone who continues to support the Cape Town music fraternity. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure, my pleasure, and it's our pleasure all together. That's what we are here to do. We're about to head into For Your Love. We see some requests coming in on the WhatsApp line already. Thank you for getting them through, but continue to do so on 071-286-0639. And thank you to everyone who joined in tonight.
You're listening to a Saaiman Says live session on Good Hope FM.
#GHFM.
It's a vibe.
This year, it's a